Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, beautiful cubers. Welcome back to some more vintage cube action. And before we jump right into this sweet pack, I wanted to tell you again about CUBECON happening this October in Madison, Wisconsin. It's going to be a huge get together of the Cube community, and I'm just super excited to see all y'all out there, and I hope you can check it out. To learn more, go to www.cubecon.com or follow at MTGCubeCon on Twitter and come down to the biggest cube party of the year. And with that, let's jump into this delicious looking pick one, pack one. There it is, ding ding. The Black Lotus. Awesome pick one, pack one here. Gonna snap that up. And then let's think about how we wanna follow up this pick. I'm really feeling a pick one, pack one Black Lotus to go kind of aggressive, I think. And I'm anxious to see what's gonna be in this second pack, but we'll see. So let's slam Black Lotus and dive into this draft. All right, after first picking a Lotus, yeah, we want to be aggressive. I think I want to try to do some mono white shenanigans, and 4 mana Elspeth is right up that lane. There's also a Esper Sentinel in here and a Phyrexian Revoker. Don't want to pick up the Gaia's Cradle. Don't want to go green or the Raphelos with the Lotus. So let's just slam this Elspeth and see what else we can pick up. Looks like here we could get a Lotus Petal and do some more fast mana stuff, but I'm kind of digging this Mana Tithe. Other considerations is, do we want to jump off the white train and go Monastery Swiftspear? But that's not really that good of a red card to draw us into red. Yeah, let's just pick up this Tithe, I think. Tithe is a great card. Your opponent never suspects it. Not a lot for us in this pack, but there is a Git Probe. Git Probe can be played in any color. It's free because of the Phyrexian mana. There's also a Seachrome Coast if you want to do the Cheons thing, but I haven't been super successful with Cheons. It's kind of hard to draft. Ooh, and here's a Skyclave. Yeah, get in the deck, Skyclave. I think I just want to cut some white. No white in this pack, but there is a Tanglewire. I think Tanglewire is a great card when you draft an aggressive strategy like mono white or mono red. It just really turns off your opponent's game plan. Here we have our pick between Figure of Destiny or Flicker Wisp. I think either of these are a fine pickup. We could always Flicker Wisp our Tanglewire. That could be cool. Here's a Relic Warder as well. One of the keys to mono white is disrupting your opponent. So anytime you can pick up a card that will disrupt your opponent's game plan, like Relic Warder or PV DDDR's card Elite Spellbinder, it's going to be good for you. With white, because white doesn't have direct damage, you can't just go the I'm going to be aggressive, 1-drop, 2-drop route. Red can get you there because it has the direct damage burn spells, but since white doesn't, you have to be disruptive to be successful. Here in this pack, we have a Fury or a Woe Strider. No, yeah, Fury is 100% the best card in here, so we'll pick it up. I don't know if we're going to play it. We still don't know if we're going to splash at all. I really don't want to. Here's a Sentinel on the wheel, which is pretty nice. I really like Sentinel. I run Sentinel in my own personal cube. Lion Sash on the wheel as well. So there wasn't super strong white cards in some of those packs, and all of those white cards did wheel, which is a good sign that there's not necessarily another white drafter at the table. So here we have our choice between Seachrome Coast or Containment Priest. I think Containment Priest is a fine pickup. We could probably even play it main board. Seachrome Coast, I think I kind of want to pick up just on speculation. We didn't see a lot of super strong white cards in this first pack, and in the off chance we want to splash blue for like a Fractured Identity, I'm going to really want the Seachrome Coast. Here's a Council's Judgment. Happy to pick up that unconditional removal spell. And a Spear of Heliod for 15th pick, which will be in the board. All right, pack 2. What do we got? Sun Titan? Little Sun Titan Black Lotus shenanigans? Yeah, I'm down for that. If we can Black Lotus out a Sun Titan and then get our Sun Titan back, that'll be super spicy. Here are choices between Grim Monolith, a Wasteland, a Mother of Runes, and an Armageddon. I don't like personally running Armageddon in my white decks. I find it very niche, but between Grim Monolith and Mother of Runes, I think either of these are fine. And the Monolith could help us ramp out our Planeswalkers. I know it won't table. The Mother of Runes is also a very strong card that is hard for our opponents to deal with. Here we have a Solitude versus Hero of Bladehold. This is actually an interesting pick. Either one of these would be great in our deck. The question is, which one do we think we need more? Hero Bladehole is just such a strong army in a box that it's hard to turn down. If we can Black Lotus out a Hero of Bladehole, that's going to be also a very hard game for our opponent to deal with. Wormcoil Engine, Elspeth Conquers Death, Kitchen Sphinx. I don't think we're playing the Consecrated Sphinx. We just, we're hedging again on a blue splash. None of these are great for us. We could just pick up the Kitchen Sphinx for some anti-aggro tech, or the ECD is also a fine pickup. You could also get Grave Titan, just as a splash, if you will. There's an Elish Norn, a Coercive Portal, and a Balance. I don't think we're a balanced deck. We don't really have a lot of ramp other than the Black Lotus. So we could be Coercive Portal here. I think, Black Lotusing out a Coercive Portal is a good way to go, to counteract the card disadvantage of Black Lotus. So I think, Sea Portal is the pickup here. See, there's a Ravages Award. Don't really want that. Yorion and a Resto Angel. I think it's probably Resto Angel is our pick here. I don't really have a lot of stuff to blink with Yorion that would make sense. Again, that other pack for that Grave Titan pick, that would, Grave Titan was just kind of like, it's a great card. None of these other cards are super great for us, so that's why we picked it up. Super hedge. I'm okay to hedge during the draft. And what I mean by hedging is like, hey, I can make some speculative picks that if they don't pan out, no big deal. I didn't really give up a lot to pick them. Ooh, here's a Palace Jailer. Yeah, slam that. But, if our speculative picks do work out, then that's just going to make our deck that much stronger. It gives us outs to additional cards to draft later in the draft. Like if pack 3, if we get some great black cards, I'm going to be happy I picked up this Grave Titan. Ooh, and that Wasteland Wield. And the Solitude Wield. Oh, awesome. I'm glad we got both the white cards out of that pack. And the ECD Wield. Yeah, we're getting all the wheels, which is pretty sweet. We could pick up the Balance here, though we're not a balanced deck. Balanced decks want a lot of Planeswalkers and or Artifact ramp, and that's not where we're at right now. We're pretty much just a fair white deck at this time. Ravages for the board. Seachrome Coast looking less likely. Ooh, a Tideholder Sculler. See, that's a white-black draw, and there's a Thoughtseize as well, but in terms of white spells, yeah, we got to get Elite Spellbinder here. Remember what I said about white is we need to be disruptive, and Elite Spellbinder is a disruptive and evasive. It's going to be our pickup, and then we'll get either the Silver Blade or the Adanto Vanguard on the wheel. Ooh, there's a Swords to Plowshares. Really like that card. Some more just great removal. There's a Tundra, there's a Jite, and a Thraven Inspector. We don't really need the Tundra, we don't have white cards, and just Jite is just so strong. Love story to Umejawa's Jite. Yes, and when you pick up Jite and then you get past the Stoneforge Mystic, I think that's exactly what we want here. And I'm happy to run Stoneforge Mystic with just a single piece of equipment being the Jite. Worth it. Jite is that good. Can you tell I like Jite? Celestial Colonnade, Spectral Procession, Everflowing Chalice. None of these are all kind of filler at this point right now. Spectral Procession can be very strong, but it's a lot better with a card like Skullclamp. But we'll pick it up. We'll see if it makes the deck. There's a Porcelain Legionnaire and a Deserted Beach and a Gideon. I think I want the Gideon just because we have the Black Lotus. See, there's a Fairy Time Raveler. There's a reason to splash blue. There's also an Usher of the Fallen to be aggressive, and this Horizon Canopy, which I'm considering. The Canopy can just be card draw. I think it's totally fine to play it as just a non-fetchable planes. Here we got a Mutavault versus a Baneslayer Angel. Pick up the Mutavault. Don't know if it'll make the deck. You've got to get careful here with how many colorless sources we have. And I think I want, in this pack, a Adanto Vanguard over Silverblade, but Silverblade could be great. And this is just a curve consideration is why I want the Adanto Vanguard. So Silverblade, I think, is a great card. Definitely gonna have to make some cuts. So Wingmare, I don't think it'll be in the main board, so we'll throw it in the sideboard here. ECD can probably hit the bin. So, Thraven Inspector Wheel, the White Ancestral Recall, as I like to call it. I got a disagreeing comment with that once. And listen, I know it's not a draw 3, but it's definitely a draw 1. And sometimes it's a draw 2 because you can recur it quite easily. It's just a great utility creature. If your deck likes artifacts, you like Thraven Inspector because it makes an artifact. It replaces itself with a card draw. It just asks so little, you know? Thraben Inspector's 1 mana. All right, we rounded out pack 3. Let's jump into some deck building here, and I'll show you how it ended up. All right, here's how our white deck ended up. We have all the white rock stars like Palace Jailer, Skyclave, Hero of Bladehold, Stoneforge Mystic, Elite Spellbinder. We also got a GT and a Git Probe, and then, you know, a shiny Black Lotus. We are running 3 colorless sources in Wasteland, Mutavault, and Rishadanport, so it's why we're not splashing for anything, though we didn't really have anything great to splash anyways. What I'm hoping to do with this deck, though, is to get out a Black Lotus and cast a Sun Titan and get my Black Lotus back and just get insane value. We got a sweet game that I'm super excited to show you, and it has Emrakul in it, if you didn't notice by the thumbnail. So with that, let's jump into match 1. All right, we are on the play, playing against Power Nines. What a great name. And I think we have to keep this hand. We have an Adonto Vanguard and a Tanglewire and a Resto with Mana Tithe and 3 manas. You know, we got lands and spells. Black Lotus would have been nice, but, you know, can't have them all. So I think this is a keep, and let's jump right in here. We're going to lead off on Plains, hold up Mana Tithe, and then likely turn 2, I'm just going to slam this Adonto Vanguard. We do want to get pressure on the board. That is our game plan. Opponent's got a Verdant over there. Thraben Inspector, where were you last turn? Turn late there, Thraben, turn late. All right, we'll cast our Adonto. Opponent cracks the Catacombs. All right, they just get a Taiga. I wonder if they're going to burn out the Vanguard. Ooh, Caryatid. Yeah, well, Vanguard matches up pretty well against Caryatid. There's Skyclave. Okay, love it. We can't cast it because Caryatid has hexproof, but you know what we can do? We can get this Tanglewire down, and that is going to tap our opponent out next turn. And this is what, you know, I wish maybe we had one more creature out, but Tanglewire is going to be great here. I don't need to cast any spells right now. We're going to be able to hold up Mana Tithe, and it's going to like time walk our opponent, essentially, maybe 2, possibly 3 times. Now, when you play Tanglewire, make sure you stack your triggers correctly. So always pick the non-fading trigger first. So it goes on the stack first, and then the fading trigger will resolve before the tap trigger, making it so you have to tap 1 less thing on your turn. So here's option. We can either play Thraben Inspector or hold up Mana Tithe. I think I just want to throw down the Thraben Inspector here, get another, because that's going to give us another thing to tap on the battlefield and free up some more mana next turn. Our opponent taps 3 things, which is sweet for us, and no plays. So that's essentially 2 turns that our opponent has had no plays while we've been attacking in with the Vanguard. This is why I like Tanglewire. Tap our Clue token and the Tanglewire itself, leaving 3 mana up. We'll definitely be able to play, I think, Stoneforge this turn. We could hold up Resto, but I don't see a reason why to do that. We'll hold up Stoneforge. We'll go grab the GT. Question is, do we want to play GT or do we want to hold Mana Tithe? I think I want to hold up Mana Tithe. We'll be able to play and equip the GT next turn. I really like playing and equipping instead of just playing and passing. So this will hold up Mana Tithe. Hopefully we can get our opponent 2 more mana tap from our opponent. And ooh, our opponent casts Eureka. I will Mana Tithe that. Thank you very much. I don't want to see that thing resolve. Who knows what they have in their hand. But so it's good to know our opponent's playing a Eureka deck. And the Tithe causes them to concede. Okay, we did have a pretty decent board. Mana Tithe. I think I need to do a love story to Mana Tithe as well. Such a great card. All right, our opponent's playing a Eureka deck. Do we want to make any changes? I don't know yet. ECD may be good. Who knows what our opponent is planning on putting onto the battlefield. ECD will probably answer whatever they do since we can exile it. We'll just take out the Resto here. And yeah, let's run this back to a game 2. On the draw, this opening hand looks fine. Not great. No Lotus. Lotus would have been great, but we do have a Mother of Ruins. The question is though, like, what do we have besides Mother of Ruins? Hopefully we can draw something here. We do have Tithe. Tithe is great. Ooh, Fast Bond from our opponent. I would have loved to Tithe that. Tithe is probably a dead card in our hand now. Wasn't I just talking about doing a love story to Mana Tithe? Wall of Omens comes down. Some more lands. All right. Ooh, there's Thraben Inspector. We're going to lead, I think, with Mother of Ruins. It's just too good to have Mother of Ruins without Summoning Sickness. So we'll play Mother of Ruins and pass the turn. Our opponent plays some more lands, taps some things, plays a sneak attack. All right, what are they going to sneak in? What? Hold on, let me go to the game log here. What did our opponent just sneak in? Cast sneak attack, activates sneak attack, and then they didn't put anything on the battlefield. Interesting. That's weird. Okay. Well, we're going to cast Thraben and pass and hold up Mana Tithe, though with sneak attack on the battlefield, I don't know what Mana Tithe is going to do. They have one card in hand. What are you up to, opponent? They're playing all the colors and they just pass. Interesting. So they must not have something, I guess. I'm going to play this Tanglewire only because I can tap Tanglewire on the clue token and whatnot. And I have no idea what our opponent's doing. I know they can just sneak something in, but I also don't want them casting a 6-drop or something like that. So I didn't really have much else to do with my mana. Yeah, they just cast the Wall of Roots. Sweet. So that's why I played Tanglewire there. Let's just get on the battlefield. We can tap our things, leave our mana up. Restoration of a Ganjo. Nice. That was a pretty good draw. I don't really see ourselves beating a sneak attack here, but if our opponent never draws a threat, then that'll be fine. Search up another plains out of our library and hold up Mana Tithe. This is kind of the danger with, like, you know, combo-y sneak attack decks, is you got to have all pieces of the combo. So if you just have one piece being the sneak attack, then all right, what's our Eureka? And they use their Wall of Roots? Can we Mana Tithe Eureka twice in 2 different games? Yes, we can. Get out of here, Eureka. What was I saying about a love story to Mana Tithe? It's pretty good, right? You know, Mana Tithing Eureka twice that's gotta be an achievement. Poor Power 9s. He just wants to put his card on the battlefield. Who knows what it is? All right, so our Ganjo triggers here. We drew a Rishadan port. We'll just put the plains into the battlefield. We have the port available now. We can get this ECD down and we can take care of this sneak attack. Get out of here, sneak attack. So sneak attacks off the battlefield. They use their Eureka. I'm feeling pretty good here. Our Ganjo will flip next turn. What's our opponent tapping out for? Ugin! Ah, poop. All right, well, Ugin's pretty good against our board. It's going to be able to downtick and just deal with everything. Yeah. So he downticks for 5, gets the ECD off the board, and we are in trouble here. Need to deal with this Ugin. Plains. All right. Let's draw another card here off our clue token. Solitude's good. Okay, so we can flash in the Solitude. Maybe our opponent will play a creature next turn. So the plan is to flash in Solitude end of our opponent's turn, and then we'll be able to attack the Ugin. The problem is the Ugin's going to uptick here for 2, so we just need to get some pressure going on Ugin. And not going to tap the Rishadan port just so we have enough mana to flash in the Solitude. What's our opponent got this time? Nisa. All right. Ugin and Nisa. I don't see us coming back from this. We're going to try. We're going to try for sure. I mean, we're going to be able to exile our opponent's land, so that's cool. Maybe, okay, I was like, maybe they'll forget to uptick the Ugin. So our opponent has no cards in hand. So now we have an Ugin and a Nisa to deal with. So let's flash in the Solitude here. We're going to exile our opponent's land, and then we'll be able to attack the Ugin next turn. It's a start, but we need to draw some action here big time. All right, deck, here we go. Elspeth. Yeah, no, Elspeth is sweet. So we can slam Elspeth here and tick up, giving our Solitude +3/+3. So now we can take out the Ugin or the Nisa. I think we need to take out the Ugin because the Ugin would be able to downtick pretty easily next turn if we wanted to, or uptick on our Solitude. So yeah, no, we gotta take out the Ugin. All right, Ugin down. That's a start. And actually, this Rishadan port is going to come in pretty handy because if Nisa is going to uptick on one of their lands, and we'll just be able to tap it down, and that'll help protect our Elspeth and our life total. It'd be nice if our opponent could miss here a little bit. So Nisa upticks, goes to 7. At the beginning of a combat, I will tap down our opponent's Copperline Gorge, their animated Copperline Gorge. Yeah, okay, beginning of combat. Here we go. Tap, tap. All right, our upkeep. No more counters on the Tanglewire. I wish we could get the Nisa off the board right now, but we can't. Ooh, Wasteland's also pretty good because we can Wasteland whatever our opponent animates. So, okay. So I'm going to uptick here just to make a 1/1 token because the Wasteland, I'm going to be able to get rid of 2 attackers / blockers. So now I can Wasteland their Copperline Gorge, and this will allow us to for sure clear the Nissa next turn. Plus we also have a 1/1 token on the battlefield. Goldspan Dragon. All right. Well, we have a lot of life total right now, but Goldspan Dragon's definitely going to threaten our Elspeth here. There's not really much we can do about it. Yep, Nissa upticks on the forest. Okay. We are going to tap that forest with our port. We will be able to kill Nissa next turn. And then we're going to be facing down just a dragon and a 3/3 land. We can outrace that since our Solitude does have lifelink. Hopefully we can continue drawing hot. Skyclave? Nothing we can Skyclave right now, unfortunately. So I'm going to hold that in hand. Let's tick up. We're going to go on the Solitude here. And we got to take care of this Nissa. And then the question is, do we attack with the Soldier token or hold it back? I think we probably hold it back. Maybe they'll have a hasty threat, and that way I can protect Elspeth a little bit better. We'll see. Right now, the Goldspan Dragon should just take out the Elspeth. We will again tap our opponent's forest here at beginning of combat. I should probably just do it during upkeep to prevent them from having the land. Probably a better play, to be honest with you. But they kind of have infinite mana anyways with a active Goldspan because their treasures crack for 2 mana. So then I got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Yeah, I mean, they can play basically anything. All right, Elspeth down, unfortunately. Plains is our draw. All right, so now we're just in a racing game, and we're going to win this race. If we just got to hope our opponent doesn't draw anything. 35, pretty safe, healthy life total. Again, I think I should be tapping down our opponent's forest on upkeep just to short them 1 mana. Because we know we're going to tap it on beginning of combat anyway, so we might as well just take that 1 mana out of their Bane phase just in case. All right, so our opponent's got infinite mana. What, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 mana. What is in there? I have a hunch of what is in our opponent's hand, and it's scaring me a little bit. Do you think you know what's in our opponent's hand? I have a hunch. I mean, 1 card, like 1,000,000 mana. They haven't cast it yet. So our opponent has 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They'll have 14 here. Actually, they have 15 mana right now. No, they have 13. Okay, now they have 15 mana with the forest, but they need the forest because they got 8 in treasures and then 6 lands there, 14, 15. Carry added. Okay, so now they have 16 mana. Ah, yes, Spellkeeper. A little late to the party, I think. Would have been good like 2 turns ago. Yep, there it is. That's what I thought. Emrakul in our opponent's hand. All right, so we'll exile it, but our opponent's going to have, I think, 17 mana next turn to cast it from exile, which is unfortunate. So I actually think our play here is to cast Skyclave on a treasure token. We're so close to winning this game just by beating our opponent out with, you know, the Skyclave and the with the Solitude and the Spellbinder. So we'll get in there with everything. Yeah, they want to block. That's fine. Yeah, I want to Skyclave a treasure token here because this will push them back down. So they'll make another one next turn. So they have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I need to... Yeah, they're going to be able to cast Emrakul, not this turn, but next turn with the Goldspan Dragon tokens. Actually, no, they can cast it now, right? That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then the carry added is 17. Okay, so they can cast the Emrakul now, but we might be able to beat an Emrakul, to be honest. We have a lot of permanents, and it's not like they can attack freely. Wouldn't it be awesome if I had Mana Tithe in hand? Oh gosh, what I wouldn't give to have Mana Tithe back in hand. Yep. 17 mana. Casting oh wait, yeah. Well, you can't counter Emrakul. Oops. Yeah, good thing we don't have Mana Tithe in hand. That would have been awkward. All right, Emrakul hits the battlefield. Our opponent takes a second turn. Can we beat an Emrakul? What did they draw now? Karn? Okay, I don't think I can beat Emrakul and Karn because Karn's just going to exile our attackers, like our Elite Spellbinder. Did not beat Emrakul. But props to our opponent for hard casting Emrakul. I don't think that was their game plan. I think their game plan was to Eureka or Sneak Attack, but they got there on treasure tokens and good on them. Let's bring in, Wingmare. If our opponent's trying to do shenanigans like Eureka or Sneak Attack, then Wingmare can help slow them down. We are on the play, and there's our Black Lotus. We're going to snap keep this. Wish I had a 4-mana Planeswalker to put on the battlefield, but I'm going to be happy to just get an Adonto Vanguard and an Esper Sentinel down and hold up Mana Tithe, because that'll just, that'll represent some good pressure. I mean, turn 1 Adonto Vanguard's fine as well. No need to turn 1 Palace Jailer, though that is an option, to be honest. We would just start drawing a bunch of cards. Definite consideration. Would not have been a bad play, because then turn 2 we'd have the Adonto Vanguard. Who knows? Could have gone either way. Could have gone either way. So we have plenty of removal in hand. Yeah, I'm wondering if the right play actually would have been Black Lotus and the Palace Jailer. Because now we draw 1 card. We tithe the Wall of Omens. I also don't know if that's right. I think potentially we Swords to Plowshares the Wall of Omens, but I'm kind of scared of whatever they may Sneak Attack in the future. So we've gotten in for 1 extra point of damage because we didn't play Palace Jailer first turn. Yeah, okay. So on hindsight, I think Palace Jailer turn 1, even though it didn't exile anything, would have been fine. We would have drawn 2 extra cards right now. 3 extra. No, it's turn 4. So we would have drawn 3 extra cards already. And that could make a difference in the game. We're okay. We're putting pressure on our opponent who's literally not doing anything. And we have a lot of great answers in our hand. They play a tap land. You love to see it. We get a Mother of Runes, which is awesome. And we'll get in there again for another 4. So our opponent's dead next turn. So they better come up with something pretty good. What you gonna do, opponent? You're gonna play around Mana Tithe. Very nice. Maybe they don't. Oh yeah, well Mana Tithe's in the graveyard, so whatever. Are they gonna pay the 1 though? They are gonna pay the 1. Okay. Eureka it is. Let's see what they put in the battlefield. We're gonna leave with this Skyclave. Okay, so they put a Gold Span. We'll put a Skyclave on the battlefield. Doesn't do anything right now. I kind of want to just pocket hold this Palace Jailer, though. They play a Sundering Titan. There's a Palace Jailer target. Also, their Sundering Titan hurts them more than it hurts us. Yeah, okay. All right, Palace Jailer would have taken out the Sundering Titan, and that was game. All right, sweet match 1. Our opponent hardcast Emrakul, but we're able to come back in games 1 and 3. What a fun game. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for chilling here, and I'll see you next time.